Alright, welcome back. Have another service call. Customer states that water was leaking from the ductwork in the ceiling. So, gonna need to put our ladder up and go have a look at the units on the roof. Alright. We got our ladder set up here. Remember, if you're ever putting a ladder up to go to the roof, make sure you tie it off somehow. Alright, safety first. You don't want to have to worry about your ladder falling over on you or the wind blowing it over or something. Alright. I said that the water was coming from the ductwork from this middle unit right here. Not seeing any water marks from the drain, so first thing I'm gonna see is if that drain is clogged. Check the evaporator drain pan in there and try to pull this thing off to see. Luckily, it's all glued back together. How wonderful. Thank you, installers. Alright, after wiggling a little bit, looks like this thing comes off. That's not clogged, but looks like this trap is clogged, but it's also glued in place. I really dislike it when they glue this thing in place and make it permanent. That was a bit clogged, but also water's not really coming out of there. Alright, gonna come over and check this guy out too. Just to see. Oh shit, there you go. That's the one. That's the one. I'll try to blow this guy out too. Gross. Alright, so now so if you ever take these drains off to clear it out, you need to make sure that you prime it, because when the blower is running, it's creating a negative pressure inside of the drain. That's the whole purpose of that P-trap, is so that water will collect in there and it doesn't have access to any air, so it doesn't create negative pressure and keep the suction going. Because if there's negative pressure inside the trap, the water's not going to come out. it's just going to create suction and keep the water inside of the drain pan in there. So make sure that you're going to want to make sure that you prime it. The purpose of priming it is to fill this P-trap up with water. I would love it if this thing isn't glued, and installers don't glue this thing together. At least leave one end open so that you can access it and pour water down it. Otherwise, there's no guarantee that the thing's gonna drain. So if you can't fill it up with water, hold the cover over it so that it primes. Now this way it's not able to pull any air back in, and instead water will drain into that trap enough to fill it up so that it cannot pull more air through. Now we have drainage. Alright, so same thing with this unit. Customer shut the unit off so it's not draining. Oops. Customer shut the unit off so it's not draining. So there's no water inside of the unit already, so priming it is not going to do anything. What you're gonna have to do is screw this thing back in and pour water inside of it. All right. Also, go ahead and check the filters while you're up here. Pull the filter cabinet apart, make sure that the filters look good. Filters look nice. Good to go. Drain trap cleared. And pack it in and move on to the next one.